Hello, hello, hello. Let me check my phone to see if we live for real. Who's in here? If you're in here, say what's up. Happy Thursday. Hope this live finds you well. Unfortunately, we didn't get an episode yesterday. I don't know what that was about. But yeah. I'm just going to wait for some people to pull up so I'm not just talking to myself. If you're in here, let me know. I'm alone right now. Where y'all at? How y'all doing? Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Lovely P. I feel like we haven't done a non-ready to love live in a minute. Hello, Nicole. Hi, MCC. All right, there's enough people talking with me. We can have a conversation. Okay, so, hi, Avi. What do we talk about? Married at first sight. Married at first sight. First of all, I want to get a gauge. Hi, Bajan. I want to get a gauge for whether or not you guys think this season actually has potential in couples making it. And then I'm going to give y'all my thoughts. Hi, Alexis. Because so far we've seen a lot of, well, one couple didn't even make it to the damn apartments. And then one couple has a misogynist. We're going to get into that. The other couple, do they even like each other? I don't know. Another couple, it's like they've been married for 30 years. Another couple, it's like puppy love, but it feels like it's going to die soon. So, yeah. I did not watch this mess last night. The last night was a waste of airtime. I don't know why they thought we would be into that. I don't know if there's like something going on where there's a legal issue and they just had to give something out so they can work on things behind the scenes. I don't know. Something's not right. We did not need a recap in the middle of the season. Who does that? Stephen, do I have the best chance? Lovely P says, absolutely not. Okay, so here are my thoughts. Almost like every season, my perspective, why am I getting so many messages all at once? My video has been blocked. Okay, well, that sucks. Throw the whole season away. Oh no. I don't think it does. The matches seem like toxic relationships. Okay, Vanessa. I think that this year, compared to the last few years, actually has the best potential. The only problem is it's really hard to account for human behavior. And I think that's where this season went to shit. Because if I look at Ola and Katina, I promise you, throughout all of the seasons, I think the only person who ever could make it work with an Ola would be Katina. If I look at Jasmine and Michael, if they both weren't hard-headed, and if she was attracted to him, I think they could actually work, right? Lindsey and Mark, she just don't listen, okay? She just don't listen. And I think if she would listen to Mark more, they could have something good. Noy and Steve, get that man his influencer job so she could stop complaining about him not wanting to go to work, okay? Just give him a brand deal already. Just go ahead, throw it at him. And then even with Chris and Alyssa, honestly, yeah, regardless of how you feel about Alyssa, I think Chris could have made it work. Somebody who's so insufferable the way that she is. And for Chris to still be persistent and wanting to give it a chance, I think if she was willing, they could have made it work. None of them should stay together. Oh, yeah. After watching the season, I don't think any of them should stay together. But if the spoilers are true, there are a couple who do stay together. They seem to have matched people with opposite of what they asked for. Typically, that's what they do, though. So, my issue with the experts matching based on like opposites attract is if I did not ask for my opposite, don't do that. Don't do that for me, because there might be something where I really don't want to deal with it at all. And yeah, that's an opposite from how I am, but just if I'm not asking to be challenged in that way, don't think for me. Because I promise you right now, so me, I'm an extrovert. If you give me an introvert, and I mean an introvert who's truly like, I'm going to stay in the corner at an event, I have 2 friends and that's it. I don't really like, being the boisterous person in an environment. We're not going to get along. Okay? Don't give me an opposite if I didn't ask for it. Hi, Fedora. Hi, Joy. As long as Katina cusses out O at least once and Michael and Jasmina get a divorce, I'll be satisfied. Oh my goodness. I wish they put Katina with Michael. They would be perfect for each other. I don't think she would find him attractive. Something tells me she likes the... Well, I was going to say something tells me she likes a more like masculine presenting guy, but physique wise, Michael, I guess, has it, unless Jasmina's lying. He does work out. He got them arms that she likes. I just think his demeanor might not work for her. Although in watching Katina, it seems like she would need somebody softer. I don't know. It's confusing. Katina just confuses me. I haven't watched this yet. Just loving your recaps. Thank you, Molly. I'm so mad Michael and Jasmina aren't working out. They had so much potential. Hi, CA Cutie. But Noi wanted a man with a career and got Steve no jobs. Steve, no jobs. Okay? All right. So let's go couple by couple since we're at it. And while you guys are in here, get the likes up. There's 50 of y'all and only 4. That hurts my heart. So let's start with Noi and Steve because I really don't care too much about them. As I'm airing my thoughts, you guys air out your thoughts on Noi and Steve. Literally anything, whether it's the job, whether it's the premature I love yous, anything you want to talk about, we're talking about Noi and Steve right now. So, in my honest opinion, I think it's so interesting that somebody who is this is going to come off so harsh. Whatever. Somebody who's so emotionally immature is requesting almost like a build a man a workshop when she's not quite there herself in this partnership. So here's what I mean. Somebody who walks out without explaining things, feels a way when feelings aren't reciprocated, doesn't really know how to properly articulate her feelings, wants somebody who goes to work because that's the image of, a partner that she wants. I want somebody who goes to work, has a stable career, which there's a difference between clocking in every day and having a stable career. And I think she understands that. The problem is Steve is not showing her that he's capable of executing that. And so I understand Noi's frustration and why don't you just go to work? Why don't you go to work? If he would just conjure up a plan, I think, things would be settled, right? But with Noi, the things that you need to work on are more intrinsic things. The things that you need to work on are not so easily spotted by the naked eye, right? So it's easy to point out Steve as the problem in their relationship, when realistically, emotional intelligence is going to have just as much of a factor in the dissolution of this relationship as finances, okay? And then you got Steve out here, well, I cook and I clean. Okay, do you want a prize? You're at home. What else are you going to do? You're at home. What else are you going to do? I better come into the kitchen and it's clean. I better go into the bathroom and it's clean. You had nothing else to do. Oh my goodness. Steve needs to tell Noi his grand financial plan. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Thank you, Sahara. You better tell them to support. Noi is childish. I agree. So it's really hard for me to harp on Steve alone because I look at Noi and I'm like, the structure of a man that you're saying that you want, I don't think mentally y'all would even be on par, to be honest with you. And it seems like Steve is a good match because he's flighty and maybe like structure of life, but you're flighty in intrinsic characteristics. So like maybe that's the opposite attract thing that y'all needed. I don't know. I don't know. I can't with him not working. It annoys me. And the pink elephant in the room in the relationship. Yeah. I mean, he did say if he was to work, he doesn't want something that boxes him in, basically. Essentially, that's what he's saying. And so that's why I keep making the joke that he wants to be an influencer. But drum up a 5-year plan. And show like a list of connects, you know, what is it called? A network that you can tap into. The friends alluded to the fact that he has a network that he could tap into. So show her it. Show it to her. Show her your savings. Shouldn't they have been talking about finances at this point? Like all the couples? Why are we not there? Noi is a bit immature and Steve needs to tell her a plan. It doesn't have to be a typical 9 to 5, but give her direction, sir. 1000%. I agree. I think her childhood has her looking for a sense of security. 1000%. I think she was a refugee, no? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she was a refugee. And so the whole American dream for her is stability. I'm not going to feel like I'm achieving anything in this here America unless we have jobs. And unfortunately, the immigrant mindset is really latched on. So that, like, even for me, for the longest time, if my psych degree didn't work, I was like, I'm not going to make it in life. That's it. That's it. You go to school to work, right? And now I'm not getting a job. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be miserable. This is over for me. Here I am talking to people on the internet. So I think that she is definitely bound to the immigrant vision of what success looks like. But even if that wasn't the case, Steve is not giving any reassurance of any kind, at least to the camera. If he's done it behind the scenes, she's not translating that through the camera. So Steve needs to go to work, i.e. open up the back of his RAV4 in the woods somewhere, pop open a laptop and do some contact work or something. Bring home a check and you both win. Mercy. Honestly, at this point, I think if this is her determining factor, I will pull her to the side. If I was Steve, I'd be like, listen, you know me on this show. You know there's fans out there. You know there's people like Elaine reviewing it on YouTube, okay? We're going to be just fine financially. Just wait it out, if that's what he's saying. Because an influencer job will not box you in like he's trying to avoid. Noi is way too immature for marriage and is really set on 3 kids. How are you going to afford that? That's another thing. If you're looking at your circumstances and you're saying you love this man, you're saying you want a future with this man, let's say he really, really, really is just not keen on getting the kind of job that you want. Being so dead set on 3 children, to me at that point is kind of like, so you want to set yourself up for failure. Because you know this man ain't getting a job that's going to give him a 401k. It's not going to happen. So to be dead set on something like that, I mean, I get it, that was your dream. But even beyond finances, Steve made some good points. Health issues, which will also cost money. Logistics. What if we get to 2 and we're like, you know what, this is just fine. But she's so stuck on, it has to be 3. It has to be 3. We make plans and God laughs. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Noi and Steve. Honestly, I just think I would love to see a little bit more emotional maturity from her. And I would like to see him provide structure. That's it. On to Lindsey and Mark. I'm gonna need a drink for them. Hold on. So the reason why at the beginning of this live I said I think Lindsey and Mark actually have potential. Oh, we got one more for Steve. Steve is a stranger and she has only known him for a short period of time. Why should she believe he's not going to work? Does she love him that much to work for him? Why does she believe he is not going to work? Like he's not going to, like a job, or that they're not going to work as a couple? Because that has a double meaning, that sentence, and that's where I'm confused. But I'm sure you'll explain it in a second. So do you think Steve likes? I do. I think Steve likes her. I don't think it's love. And so when I hear, especially them, say I love you so quickly, I'm like, this is the puppy stuff. And I feel like either it's going to fade or they're going to have a rude awakening and realize, oh shit, that wasn't love. What we're going through right now, this is love. The through thick and thin, through thick and thin, for better or worse. Yeah. Hello from Spain. Wow. Hi from Canada. Said at the after party that Katina goes off on him, but the camera goes off. Yeah, we're gonna get to and Katina in a second, but right now, we're moving on to Lindsey and Mark. So, with Lindsey, the reason why at the top of the live I said she does not listen to Mark is because if she just would understand, he needs room. Maybe that's the word he should use instead of saying I need space. Because sometimes people think space is I don't want you near me, right? But if I say I just need room, give me some arm space. You know, let me stretch out a little bit. And she has him so pinned, like he's almost claustrophobic. He's overwhelmed. He's smothered by her that you can't even appreciate the good things because the surplus of it is just too overwhelming for him. So I think if she would just understand, okay, I'm seeing his life as chaotic, but he seems to be okay with it. If it does not directly impede on my well-being, let him handle it. Let him handle it. You got roaches? It's okay. You're getting kicked out? It's fine. You got fired? Boo. I got you. Like, just give him a little bit of room so he can feel like himself. The worst thing in any relationship, platonic or otherwise, is feeling like you can't be in your own skin. Like, you want to crawl out of your own skin just to, like, you know, I don't even want to be myself right now because I don't feel comfortable here. That's the worst, you know, especially now in a marriage. And I vowed to like stick it through no matter what. Don't force my hand. I'm asking you for something small. I'm not asking you to change your life. I'm not asking you for anything crazy. I'm just asking you to give me a little bit of room so I can do my thing and be comfortable. My problem with Mark is, well, your life is hectic though. Hi from Guyana. Oh my gosh. Hello, Alice. My problem with Mark is that Lindsey is right. Your life is hectic. You are a husband, okay? You got roaches. Let me stop saying roaches because it's bed bugs. You had bed bugs. You got kicked out. You ain't got a job. Your folks are in hospice. Like, things are looking a little bleak here, Marky. Like, goodness sakes. She's too grabby to him in a strange way, like how little kids pinch you sometimes. Yeah, she's just on you. She's just on him. The way Lindsey treats Mark, it's no wonder her engineers didn't marry her. Her engineers? Oh, was she previously dating engineers or something? I completely understand why somebody like Lindsey would have to be matched for a show like this, because when she says she is full on, she meant it to the utmost level, the greatest, the ends of the earth, the tippy top, the pinnacle, the height, the summit. She meant it, okay? And it takes a person who's patient, which surprisingly Mark is. I didn't expect him to be based on how they introduced him to us. But it takes somebody who is extremely patient to have to deal with that. And even in this last episode last week, when he was getting emotional, apologizing to her, I'm like, wow, he really likes this girl. It works. Whether you like them or not, it works. I just think he needs to get his shit together a little bit, let's be honest. And she needs to back up. Just back up. Just a smidge. Lindsey needs help. Her words create a space for people to leave her, and she turns and blames them rather than taking accountability for what she says. And also on top of that, it seems like it's what she does as well, because we've seen a tendency of her when she drinks, it tends to heighten her low points. So where she is, like where she does have a sharp tongue, where she does put the blame on other people, that seems to be amplified whenever she's intoxicated, and it seems like she's often intoxicated. So, yeah. A place that I see them going, honestly, is if she is cognizant of what Mark needs and wants, I think they can make it work. Because Mark seems to be willing to please her, but well, not sexually, but everywhere else, he seems to be ready, willing, and able to please her. He just needs that reciprocated. That's all. Her mouth is way too reckless. Patience can run out. Yes, it definitely can run out. And that's why I'm saying, like, just give him room. Too much of you, even too much of the best person is too much. You know what I mean? Like, look in mainstream media. Let's do Lizzo. She's the first person that came to my mind. Love Lizzo. Oh my gosh, body positivity. This is so great. Da, 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 da. As soon as her star really started to rise, oh, I can't stand her. Why is she always being body positive? Oh my gosh, she can't even do this. She can't even do that. They love you until they don't, because they're seeing too much of you. It's overstimulation. Let Mark miss you. Let Mark actually want to seek you out. Not I look over my shoulder, you're right here. I close my eyes, you're in my mind. Like, oh, you're like, girl, give the man some space. I wonder if her mouth plays a role in her and her mother's relationship. Is her mom like her? That would be unfortunate. Yeah, that would be unfortunate, because I just think of my relationship with my mom. Oh, God forbid if we weren't close. That sucks. And it probably, you know what? That's probably why she wants to be there so much for him, because she feels like there's a deficit. There's something that's missing. And in her relationship with her mom, of course, we're reaching. This is just speculation, right? Relationship with her mom, she wasn't wanted by her mom. So in this thing with Mark, she wants to be wanted. She wants to be needed, but she's kind of taking it overboard. And that's where the problem lies. She's bossy and she will run all over him. Yeah. Not even she will, she is. And it's so sad, because I feel like that Mark that we met at the beginning is gone. Same thing happened, was it 2 seasons ago or last season? I don't quite remember. With Ryan and Clara. And Clara was claiming, oh, no, I didn't change. That's just how I am. Da-da-da, whatever. No. Ryan was trying to conform you into something that you're not, and we could tell. It, like, the way that she was acting was so out of character. She was much more subdued, much more quiet, not as social as it seemed like she presented to be at first. And I think that's what's happening with Mark, too. Mark's being silenced. You guys know that Oprah meme when she's talking to Meghan Markle? I was like, were you silent or were you silenced? Okay, Mark is being silenced. And it's sad. Anytime I see Lizzo, I think Azalea Banks. Oh, what's the tea there? I have no idea. Let me know. She probably don't like her because Azalea Banks just be talking foolishness for no damn reason. But yeah, I think they could make it work. They just need to learn that how you speak to your partner. Oh, this is another thing that bothers me about them. When they're angry, they hit below the belt. She's like, go move back in with your mom. Your balls are small. And what do the balls got to do with it? Like, they just, he doesn't satisfy me sexually. I am saving him. His life is a mess, you know? And then he says things, oh, have another drink, or, well, he doesn't really retaliate too much. But the point is that he retaliates. And the thing is, like, the things that you say in anger, even when you've resolved that, those things kind of stick, you know? And unless you guys are vowing to not speak to each other like that again, I'm always going to hold that in my head. Like, oh, last time you said my balls was small. I'll show you small balls. Don't know how we got here, but we're here. But yeah, I don't like how they don't play fair in argument. There's a way to express your grievances without coming for somebody's insecurities, without coming for somebody's character. Just share how you feel. This is how I feel when this event happens. I would like for it not to happen anymore so we can be better. Not because you are an absolute trash human being, you're a poor excuse of a man, you can't even satisfy a woman, I don't want to be with you anymore. Okay, well, when we're back in good graces, I'm still going to have the small balls and not pleasing you sexually. So really, what was the point? It doesn't look good if they're already willing to talk to each other in a way you just... Exactly. Oh, it's a meme? I missed it. Yes, Jewel. That's what she said. She called him out on the small balls. But yeah, I'm just like, you do not... Like one rule that I would have in a relationship that I don't have is even when you're angry at me, remember that when we're over this, we're still going to have to deal with each other. And I don't want to have the memory of you, calling me out my name, you pointing out my insecurities, unless we're having a constructive conversation saying, hey, babe, here's an insecurity that maybe we can work on. Say it lovingly. And I may or may not be receptive. Probably not receptive, but still, they said it with love, right? The way that they talk to each other is just, it's volatile. And they're talking like this within a month. God forbid y'all have some real history and like some actual things to be upset at each other about. I don't know, child. I don't know. Y'all got anything else about them before I go on to Ola and Katina? I'll read the comment the person said about a while ago. O said in the after party that Katina goes off on him off camera, that unlike him, she knows how to control herself on camera, and he appreciates that about her. No, I'm not gonna do young, famous, and African. I'm sorry. I got a couple comments to do it. I haven't even watched it, to be honest. And March is about to be hectic. Yeah, I can't do it. So with no, I said I was gonna do Ola and Katina last. Who do y'all want to talk about? Ola and Katina or Jasmina and Michael? Save the best for last now. Lindsey is just exhausting, very much so. It takes a special person to have to deal with her, and I am not that. Most definitely not that. Oh, and Katina. Okay. The delay on this is crazy. Like, I say something and then y'all's comments come in like so much later. Save O for last. Do Jasmina. That's what I'm thinking. Like, let's save O and Katina last because I feel like we're going to have the most to say about them. Let's talk about Jasmina and Michael. She don't like him. I don't think she was ever attracted to him. Okay, this is gonna sound bad. In like a primal way. Let me explain. You know, when you just look at somebody and immediately you're like, I'm gonna jump your bones. And even if I don't actually do it, I want to. She doesn't want to do that for him. They have had, what? A few kisses here and there. And apparently, at the 1 month anniversary, they did share a kiss, but it wasn't aired. So, I mean, okay. But I feel like she don't like that man. She don't like him. And on top of that, the worst part is I don't think she respects him sometimes. Sometimes. Mike is going to get heartbroken. You think so? I don't even think he's that invested at this point to be heartbroken. But if they're planning on faking the funk till the end, I could see that happening. I could see him having false hope and then Jasmina pulls the rug from under him. But so let's talk about them. Let's talk about them, right? Jasmina says it's really hard for her to get the words of his sisters out of her head, right? And the thing is, you know, he tends to be pessimistic. He looks for issues in relationships. Sometimes he's like stubborn and all this stuff, right? At the first sign of any semblance of that, she was like, that they called that out. That's what it is. He's going to be like this forever. The thing for me that annoys me is Jasmina has the exact same characteristics. You are also kind of pessimistic. You also look for wrongs, especially ones that aren't there at all. And you are also stubborn. These two do not know how to talk to each other because they are the same person. And it's crazy how the people who are the most alike often tend to bump heads a lot because they cannot identify themselves and the other person, you know? She's an expert on being cordial because he acts kind of oblivious that she's completely not interested. Ooh. LOL, you sound a little like Shake's crazy ass. And that's why I didn't want to say it. I was like, oh man, I know that's a line from Shake's little book of phrases. But it's true. It's true. She doesn't have that like lust for Michael. Yeah, she just doesn't have it. When you like someone even a little, when you don't really know them, you still want to get all kissy face with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to jump your bones, man. Everything that she says, she is exactly, they are a carbon copy of each other. The experts probably should have done the opposites attract for these two. Probably. She's not attracted to him. Like she said, he don't get her wet. And and why would you say that? You want to bruise a man's ego? Attack his sexuality. Why would you say that? Oh my gosh. If she was attracted to him, she wouldn't act the way that she does. I agree. I think she got turned off by him on the honeymoon. She can't get past it, which is preventing the sexual attraction. My issue with her, she lacks self-awareness, so 1000%. She does not see the error of her ways. She only likes dudes that she can't... What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Oh, the long distance. Well... You have a point. You two, Empress and Jewel, you have points. You're making good points. I am really like frustrated that they're not working because I feel like with all that they've been through, and this isn't to say that they should only connect on the traumas that they've gone through, but with all that they've been through, I think they would have really been able to complement each other. Like, nobody truly understands abandonment, like losing damn near all your family members through loss, like through death, or through literally choosing not to be with you, which is Jasmina's case, right? And so to see two people who so badly want to be able to communicate, but don't understand that it literally just takes, okay, pause, listen to understand, not to respond. And then when you understand, give a response, or maybe just sit in it. Not everything deserves a rebuttal. I think they would be in an amazing place. I really do. Maybe she would get wet for him, but maybe that will never happen, child. I don't know. I'm still trying to find this aggressive Mike because she is the aggressive one to me. And that's the thing. She's always like, he has a tone. You do too. You do too. And the times that she's called him out on camera and she's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. And I'm like, this is what you're talking about? Girl, the man is a little bit agitated. Forgive him for having a little bit of oomph behind his voice. It's not like he's bucking up at you like Ola. And then here's the kicker. She can find grace for Ola, who verbally abuses Katina. Yet this man who's really just trying to understand her, she has so much vim for him. Jasmina, make it make sense. Because right now the math is not mathing. The math is not mathing. Yeah, Mike will never get over that comment. His next couple of women will have to deal with his hurt ego. Could you imagine the next one? Do you get wet for me? Do I make you wet? Is that something that's happening, or is it's not? No, it's not happening. You're not wet. Okay. Like, I would be bruised forever. Oh my gosh. Jasmina complains about Michael, but she doesn't see that she can be the change she wants. Yeah. He's literally, like, we've seen multiple times him sitting down with her and he's like, show me how to understand you. Show me how to communicate with you. You should just know. I've had friends for over 10 years and we're still trying to work out communication. It's been 4 weeks. Relax. Okay. Yeah, she's easily triggered by him. They could have been cute together. I agree. She treats him like a child. She does. And isn't she in early education? Jasmina confuses me, honestly. She is one way on the after party. Let me finish your comment. She's one way on the after party, makes you hopeful, but then you see the way she is on the show. On the after party, she's so emotional. She's so complimentary. She praises him in a way we've never seen. And I'm like, where is this girl? Where is she? Because literally, if you would just let your guard down, and it's not even a let your guard down, just stop being on the attack. Because I think there's a difference. There's a difference between putting your guard up because you're afraid of people like really seeing you for you, right? But she's almost like, come for me, I'm ready. Who was coming for you? Nobody. And so seeing the sweet, sincere, compassionate side of her on the after party has me so every time she's been on the after party, she cries. And every time she's crying, it's in relation to how amazing of a husband Michael is. Is it production? What's not clicking? Something's not clicking for me. Something is not making sense. Maybe the long distance thing helps because communication on the phone is different from you from when you are face to face. Somehow on the phone, you have time to process things and not have them see your face. This is true. This is true. I can also be offended by something, make a face, and they won't see that, which won't turn into another issue. The fact that I miss you is probably why we don't argue as much. The fact that being on the phone is not something you could do all the time. Yeah, I could definitely see why long distance works for her, for sure. D'Souza really does not like Jasmina. Jasmina has grace for everyone. She stuck up for Ola and Alyssa. Can you imagine? Jasmina isn't into him. That's why he can't do anything right. 1,000%. 1,000%. I almost wonder if the sisters didn't say anything, would we be having this issue? Because just like Alyssa, she used what the friends said against him. But even before the friends had said something, we sensed that something was off. So I wonder with Jasmina, what would be her excuse if the sisters never said anything? I wonder. I'm really interested to see how she acts at the reunion, if there has been any self-reflection in viewing the episodes. I mean, based on the after party, I think she has had a lot of self-reflection, but I just wish we would have seen those moments with Michael during the process. Michael deserves better. Jasmina is also different when Michael's sisters are... Yes! All of a sudden, she's so into this man. Why don't you tell him that? Do you think aside from their common family background, they are a good match? I think that they had potential. But this stubbornness is not going to work with anyone. Unless there's somebody who like gets off with that, like that gets them off. Like, oh, look at you not listening to me. Look at you try to pick a fight. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's the only way it would work with anybody. The stance that they have right now in their relationship would not work. But besides the family background, I actually do think that they had potential. Mercy. I should have found the potential to reach my mouth. Jasmina, just don't like that man, because if it was Daniel Henney, oh gosh, who was that? Y'all always got me looking up. Is that a K-pop star? I know she loves the K-pop. Is that a K-pop star? She doesn't even try to put the moves on or anything, nothing. She just wants men to do everything for her. I mean, she's been trying, you know, he lights the candle, she strokes his beard. She tells him she likes his arm. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough, but it's more than what she's been giving us this whole season. So, hey, you get what you can get. Hey, Sunny Days. Jasmina has her guard up and she is not self-aware at all. She also doesn't know how people, lost it. Okay. She also doesn't know how to function in a day-to-day relationship. She likes the idea. You know why that hits home for me? That was my last situation. He was so happy to have somebody, but didn't realize the effort that it takes to have somebody. You can't just move on your own accord the way that you've been doing and think that a person is just going to be okay with that unless they are also equally unattached. You know what I mean? Damn. You tried to read her and you hit a little too close to home. I can't imagine what Michael's sisters are thinking while they're watching this. Yeah, especially with how excited they were. Man, how sad. Michael needs to go to counseling. Jasmina does not like him. I think they both need to go to counseling, both individually and as a couple if they choose to stay together. Between her and Olivia, MAFS Australia, wow, they work with children. Maybe those are the people to look out for. I'd rather tell him that she is not attracted to him than not tell him at all, because you're playing with his heart and dragging him along at this point. I agree. Jasmina is not mature. She doesn't have adult life skills. They both need Jesus. Shalom. Amen. Dang, Charles, tell us how you really feel. But yeah, most definitely. Because Michael made a really good point when they were out at the picnic thing and he had bought the things for Feeny and whatever. He was just saying communication is subjective. And because of that, I'm trying to understand how you connect with people, how you want to be communicated with so that I can present as a better husband. This girl, you're an adult, you need to be able to do that. Okay, yes, but also adults realize that other adults were once children and preteens and teenagers and young adults and are now here by a series of events and circumstances that determine how they are today. So therefore, your reality is not their reality, is not the next person's reality. That is true adulthood. The understanding that your way of things is not the way of life. Because why would you have had to sign up for the show if everybody thought like you? You would have found your person a long time. Man. Anyways. Oh, man. Oh, you guys are talking about K-pop people? Mercy. Girl from Ready to Love worked with children too. Camille. It's the girls who work with kids. Oh my gosh. That's crazy because I wanted to be, when I studied psych, I did an emphasis on early development. Well, would I have been one of these girls? Oh my gosh. I'm still trying to see what effort she put in. In my opinion, Mike has done all of the effort. Only thing she has done is the Jasmina gym. Yeah. And I think that it was a great. Oh no, I think she also set up. Oh, did she set up tantric yoga or did the experts set up tantric yoga? Yeah, you're right. She don't do nothing, bro. All she does is roll her eyes and complain. Overall, for MAFS, I don't like anyone. Steve would be the only tolerable one, if not for the financial hiding. So then no one, because he's really hiding behind it. He truly, truly is. Hashtag homeschool. Yeah, no, for real. These people who work in the education system, whew, it is not it, babes. It is not it at all. What else do I have for Michael and Jasmina? It bothers me how much Michael almost idolizes Ola. I need you to trust your own zhuzh. Okay, Michael? Look within yourself and see yourself as the manly man that you want to be, okay? Don't be looking over at Ola because he's exhibiting toxic masculinity. Nobody wants that. Not a damn person wants or needs that, okay? He has said on multiple times that, like, I admire how open he is about how he feels and stuff. He's verbally abusive. That's not open. It's mean, like your wife. Okay? I need another Deanna and Greg. No, for real. For real. Oh my gosh, it ain't been the same since. It ain't been the same since. This is the first season where I don't like the wives like that. I only like Katina. I want to like Katina, but especially after hearing that she has a history of being in verbally abusive relationships, I'm looking at her like, and you don't see that here. It's not connecting. No? Okay. That's interesting. Maybe Ola reminds him of his brother. The one that's alive or the one that passed? But yeah, maybe. I don't know. Divorce Ola's trash. Yeah, let's transition to Ola and Katina since we're here. To me, it's so wild. We all know that everyone has flaws, but seeing it on camera is that face emoji. This is true. Yeah. Because let me tell you, the only reason why y'all like me is because I get to edit myself. If I was edited by a production team. Oh, God forbid. This 16, almost 17K would go right down to zero. Okay? Whew. Or people would hate follow me. I don't know. It's hard. Being on TV is very hard. And once you show them one of your pitfalls, they highlight it like crazy. They run with it. They make that your whole trope, and that's unfair. But it is what it is. Michael is a solid follower, the nerd who is grateful that the jock talks to him. And they can do no wrong. Oh my gosh. Katina will stay with him. I think she will too. But Katina gets on my nerves, no backbone. Yeah, it's the backbone thing that's pissing me off. That was the thing that pissed me off with Paige too back in the day. I was like, okay, Paige, the things that are happening to you, it's sad, it's frustrating. I get it. When are you going to get up and walk away though? When are you going to speak up for yourself? You need an advocate, babes, because the producers are going to use y'all for a storyline. They ain't got your back. You need to step up for yourself. Like, so that's what I'm feeling with Katina this season. Do we know how long Katina was single before Married at First Sight? Maybe the abusive effects are still fresh. This is possible. I think the last person she had was either just before COVID or in COVID, and they broke up during COVID. Unless I'm mixing it up with the Spanish girl from the last season, not Mirla, the other one with the small man, Rachel. Katina is a perfect wife for Ola. I know, and it's sad. I'm trying to like mix and match any of the wives we've ever seen on the show. I think it only works with Katina. Only works with Katina. Damn. Not to be a narcissist, but y'all would love me on me. Oh my gosh. We would love you, Alexis. Is that so? I would have been smacked the hell out of Ola. That Jamaican would have come out of me real quick. Listen, I wasn't beat as a child, but I would have harnessed the energy of all my ancestors and mollywopped you back into your mother's womb. Oh my gosh. One thing you're not gonna do is yell at me, question my womanhood, gaslight me, and at the end of the day, make it seem like I'm doing it out of love. Then don't love me. I don't want it. Don't love me. If this is love, I don't want it. No. Absolutely not. Oh. Yeah, the small man. Katina's friends were right and had the correct impression of, oh, but she doesn't want to listen to them. Can you imagine this man? So there's so much to unpack with Ola, to be honest with you. He says in the past, the reason why he hasn't been with black women is because black women didn't find him attractive. That's a lie. Okay. And it sounds like those podcast boys, I would not even be surprised if Ola had contemplated having a podcast or has a podcast. It sounds like those podcast boys who's like, I don't date black women because back in high school, they didn't find me attractive. So now I'm only with the white girls, or now I'm with the Hispanic girls, or now I'm with the Asian girls. You can go ahead and be with those girls. You ain't got to bring us into it. We weren't desired either. And we still be looking out for y'all. What's your excuse? You know? So the guy friend who was at the table was really, really feeling uneasy about Ola. And the way that he was challenging him back, if I was another friend in the room, I really would pull Katina aside and be like, I don't care if you have a ding-a-ling of gold. I don't care if he's rolling in dough. No. He was showing his abrasive nature from the beginning. And I don't know if that's a side effect of having ADHD, but if it is, baby, where's the medication? Where's the something? Like, his aggression is just like always on the brink. he's always so ready to attack her. And I was so glad to finally see her. Okay, I wasn't happy to see her break down, but I was finally happy that she did break down because it allowed herself to fully express her feelings that it seems like she hasn't been able to do. And she's like, you're beating me down. Like, do you not see? Like, you're beating me down. And this man has the audacity to be like, this is what I wanted to see. Now you're being vulnerable with me. God forbid. God forbid. If you guys ever see me in a relationship and it looks like I'm in the sunken place, find a way to find my address. Come get me. Because this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Yeah, I wasn't beat, Alexis. I wasn't beat. I was a good kid. Sometimes we are the issue, not the other person. It isn't Ola's This isn't an Ola problem. Katina would behave the same with another husband. She needs help. I mean, seeing that she has had a history of being in these kind of situations, it does feel like a pattern. So I'm here like, ooh, baby, maybe let's do some self-work before we go into another relationship. Let's have a season of singleness. A good season or two of just really finding yourself, finding your voice. And at that point, I know as Black women, sometimes we want to protect Black men, regardless of how it makes us look. And I feel like a part of her being quiet on camera is so that they don't come off a certain way, being like one of the Black couples. The line, the buck stops. That's a saying, right? The buck stops at disrespect. Once you're really disrespecting me like this, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you came from. You're not going to do this to me, and I don't care who's around. I need you to know this behavior is unacceptable. These so-called experts should be blamed for putting Katina into that situation. She will be a rug mat for life. Mercy. He's projecting. I lost it. He's projecting with that Black women don't like me. Nah, he doesn't like them. Period. I think Ola's sex game is weak. Oh no. I think Ola's sex game is weak. He's a hit it and quit it, so I don't think those women were able to tell him he's weak sauce. I've never been with him, so I can neither confirm nor deny. People treat you the way you let them. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. She needed to snap back. She really did. Oh my gosh, it was so painful to watch. He wouldn't like me because I'd be roasting. He wouldn't like me because I'd be roasting that hairline if he came at me the way he does. Listen. And I'd be like, and your tattoos look like doo-doo. You wasted your money. Ow. You're working out and it doesn't show. And on top of that, you got small balls. Let's pull a Lindsey in here. Let's release the clip on him. Give him everything. And your balls are small. I ain't even seen them yet, but I just feel like they are. Not Control-A-Wan. I think Control-A-Wan is using herbal remedies for his ADHD. I don't think Ola's attracted to Katina. Really? You think? I think that he appreciates her beauty. But I think I'm with you in like, I hate to say primal again, but that like, you know, I don't think he feels it. Yeah, if we catch you in such a nonsense relationship, we're definitely shipping you back to the continent to get back some sense. Thank you. I appreciated it in advance. He isn't into Black women, and that's okay. He should just be honest about it. If that's the case, honestly, I'd rather he just come out and say it. I'd rather he just be like, listen, I'm used to women who are a little bit more docile. And that's not to say that women who aren't Black just are docile, but that is a perspective that a lot of Black men do have. Maybe Black people in general. Some of us do have that mentality that other people are docile, and that's why we get seen as we're hard to deal with, the angry Black woman, because everybody else is just so soft and fragile. Anyways, I don't even know what I was saying before that. How was he sexing all the time and just no sex now? You're making a point, Empress. You're making a point. I'd be roasting the hairline, tattoos, home decor, listen, those coffee curtains, doo-doo. Your tattoos, doo-doo. Hairline, where? What are you lifting at the gym? Dumbbells? 5 pounds? What's happening? I don't see it. Like, you're not gonna play me like Boo Boo the Fool on camera and I'm just gonna take it. No. And maybe that's a toxic trait in me. And that's why I'm saying if I was on camera, y'all wouldn't like me. Y'all would be talking to me the way we're talking about Ola. I really do think so. He's a mess with the cooking and cleaning crap. I don't cook or clean. Hubby does it all and still works. Even in my family, my dad was a stay-at-home dad for the longest time. And I'm talking about religious Africans. There's more to a marriage than a wife who cooks and cleans. Let me tell you. That's all I'm saying. I know a lot of people do look for that. But if my parents could work it out, being firmly religious and freshly from the continent, you can make it work, Ola, please. It's 2022. Where am I? I'm behind on the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I think Ola's low-key like Cody. Cody from Australia. Yikes. I've met some Black women that will let you use them as a footstool. I'm tired of the stereotype. This is true. This is true. You'll find something in every demographic. Every demographic. And Katina been having sex since the honeymoon and have been lying. It's so obvious. I do feel like they have been having sex because even with Clara and Ryan, they were having sex too. But I would just find it hard. See, this is where Jasmina and Katina need to switch verbiage, okay? Jasmina needs to get soft like Katina. Katina needs to say, you don't get me wet like Jasmina. Because you coming from my womanhood, I don't get wet for you. Can you imagine the way Ola would just crumble? And I'm not even saying, go and say things to demean your husband. No. All I'm saying is, you better be lucky. Don't say this either as a wife. But you better be lucky you got me as a wife. Because it could be so much worse. And I just need you to appreciate that. Not small ball energy. He used to potatoes. Can't handle the quality vegetables. Mercy. Dr. Pepper looked pissed at what? Oh yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for Dr. Pepper to light him up. Ola is deaf. One of those. I don't know what kiss. Oh, Kevin Samuels. Ugh. Fed and fake. Who's fed and fake? Oh, okay, yeah, Alpha Sigma broke podcaster. Ola is gross, but because Michael looks up to him, it makes Michael pathetic to me. Yikes. I think he thinks she's pretty, but he ain't feeling the vibe with her. There's no chemistry. Interesting. Dr. V was killing me with the you were eating before you were married? No, for real. You think Clara and Ryan were lying? You don't think they was having sex? I mean, she was giving him head every morning, so much so to complain about it on the CCTV. Oh, God forbid. God forbid. But yeah, he wasn't cooking and cleaning before. Yo, let a man equate my womanhood to something as trivial as cooking and cleaning, especially in today's age where literally if you wanted a gourmet meal at your door in 30 minutes, you could get that. And he's almost making it seem like she hasn't been doing anything at all. This woman cannot cook, but she's been trying to cook. And even when she does, he calls it out, oh, at least you tried. What do you want from me? I don't do what you want. I'm a horrible wife. I'm a horrible woman. I do what you want. I guess you tried. Yo, fuck out of here, bro. Oh, sorry. Ooh. I forgot I don't swear on YouTube. Well, at least I don't use the F word on YouTube. Get out of here, man. Like, please. Miss me with that. Yo, I'm going to run and get some water real quick. I'm thirsty. If Ola and Lindsey were together, they would kill each other. Well, they seem to get along. They talk to each other every night on them damn on the rooftop of their building, so yeah. Oh, doesn't like black women. He thinks he is white. I'm Christian. I'm serious about shameful. Really turn back to God. Listen, the fact that this is where Katina like truly lost me. Truly lost me. So the friend was sitting on the couch and they were recounting the conversation about him not being with black women in the past, right? Well, girl, he's half whatever he is, half whatever. You look at that man, and I guarantee you, nobody on planet Earth would call him out for being white before they do for him being black. So not only does Ola probably not see himself as black, Katina's lost in the sauce too. And I'm like, girl, if you want to use the excuse, why were you caping for him at the airport when Lindsey was coming at him? You acknowledge that he presents as a black person in society. He's black. I'm not going to get into the whole mixed politics, whatever. I don't care. The man, if he was to be pulled over, I promise you on the report, he'd be written down as a Negro. Anyways, I'm going to do a live on Married at First Sight Australia. Maybe when the season's over. Since it's almost over, it'll be over next week. Yeah, why not? Yeah, you're right. Sure, let's do it. Wait, that's... Yes, my balloons are still there. I'm too lazy to take them out, and literally the garbage is like 5 steps down. I'm just lazy, man. Leave me alone. All the Clara, Paige, Katinas of this world, I can't stand it. They're behind help. Beyond help? Most definitely. I'm sweating. These lights are so hot. Maybe I should turn one of them off. It's going to mess things up for me. They only get along because they don't require anything from each other. I guess he could maybe blow her back out. If he didn't, oh man, she'd blow his ass up. Could you imagine? I think that's the only thing that would keep me in a relationship with somebody like Ola. You gotta have a ding-a-ling of gold. If y'all know the Braxtons, let me sing to you. He must have a ding-a-ling of gold, of gold, of gold, of gold. He must have a ding-a-ling of gold, child, because nothing would keep me. Nothing besides that would keep me. Mixed kids with white moms are different, I swear. There's a whole thing about that going on TikTok. And even like the kids themselves who have white moms, they're like, yeah, we know. We know. Yes, rest in peace, Tracy Braxton. Oh, so sad. So sad. Love the Braxtons so much. Although Ola treats Katina bad, she really likes him. Sad. I know, Cynthia. It's so sad to watch, man. It is so sad to watch. Yes, I had to sing for y'all. She's not even getting it though. I think if she hasn't had her back broke, she's anticipating her back being broke. So she's holding on to hope, baby. She's holding on. Just like I'm holding on to these balloons. She's holding on to that ding-a-ling of gold, potentially. Maybe not. It might be jaundiced. So it looks like gold, but really, it's not really gold. It's just yellow. What am I saying? I can't be on live with y'all. I swear I just can't be on live with y'all. I say the dumbest things. I doubt Controller One has ever been in a serious relationship. That's why he doesn't know how to act. And I think he said that too. I think in the past, all he's done is the situationships, the flings. And now he's like, I'm tired of that. So I'm going to cut it off completely. And now I'm going to be, a husband. Yeah. My son claimed that same as Ola. I matched him up with two young, black, beautiful, intelligent, brown-skinned women. Both women, after the third date, expressed he was not their type. I raised a gentleman. But here's the thing, Roz. 1,000%, it could be true that specific women did not vibe with either your son or Ola. But I find it hard to, the way that Ola presented the statement was almost as if black women, period, they don't like me. It's almost giving me, and props to you for raising a gentleman. It's almost giving me Carlton from Bel Air, like you black. But how have you really been moving with the blacks? I'm talking about Ola. I'm not talking about Roz's son. And then some people wanna use the external as the excuse. Oh, black women didn't like me. But how are you presenting yourself in the spaces with black women? You know what I mean? Like, was he acting like he has been with Katina? Because I can tell you that's a sure way to steer us away. 1,000%. We're not going to stick for that. Ding-a-ling of salvation. We're not going to stick around for that. There's this thing on TikTok. I don't know if they're doing it anymore, but a lot of like black nerdy guys were talking on TikTok, just saying like why all the black women didn't like them. And then there were like this other subsection of black nerdy guys, and they were like, y'all were musty. She didn't want to talk to you because you don't bathe. All you talk about is anime. She doesn't connect with you. Did you use mouthwash this morning? Did I use mouthwash this morning? That's a good question. You were musty. So I would like to see people from Ola's university to really give us the lowdown on how he was, because I find it really hard to believe that Black women as a collective just didn't find you attractive. Just didn't. There was no reason. They just didn't find you attractive. I don't know. They are looking for partners. Desperation is real, child. I might even sign up for the show at this point. It's ghetto out here, man. It is ghetto out here. And the pandemic just made dating so much worse. Oh, all of y'all who are squared away with your partners, hold them dear. Hold them near. Cherish them. Katina's the type of woman that if you see her man cheating or doing some foul, just keep it to yourself. She'll defend him. Oh. And not even that. She'll get mad at you. She'll get mad at you as if you were the one involved in the cheating. Not all Black men like me either, but I got me a good... All throughout my high school, not a nary Black man in sight was checking for your girl. In university, not a single Black man ever showed me any interest until my last year, and literally I was leaving the province. Guess who still wants a Black man? Me. I don't hold that against the people. Get over it. Don't blame that on them. They ain't got nothing to do with what you're going through right now. Please. I don't like when people say that. Well, back in the day, they didn't find me. Move on. It's not back in the day. It's today. Jeez. Also, there's the question of, did Black women not like you, or did you not like Black women that liked you? You're making a point. Were you your type's type? Because maybe that's why he wasn't finding success. The women that he would have wanted to pursue, if he really was like looking for a Black woman, maybe they just weren't into him, whatever it was. But I'm sure there were people who liked you. Did you like those people? Good question. Ola is extremely attractive. He's not my type because mental and emotional intelligence are very important to me. He doesn't think before he talks and generally talks like a Neanderthal. Well, damn. I can acknowledge that he's attractive too. But when he gets to flapping, when he gets to flapping. I came in and heard you say, did you use mouthwash this morning? I was like, yeah, I did. Good job, Renee. I'm proud of you. Musty stank. I love a nerd, but the intersectionality of nerds and men that don't take care of themselves is exceptional. Yes, Alexis, please let them know. Ola's mother not being on the show, not even her face, red flag. I think for me, I wouldn't have been looking for her if he didn't like talk about how great their relationship was. So where's she at? I get it. Some people might not want to be on camera. Like even with Johnny and his dad situation, his dad was on FaceTime and they still couldn't show it. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to know why she's not there, but it's really not our business. But I hear you at the same time. To be honest, I think Katina likes Ola's controlling nature because she equates that to being masculine. Remember, she kept saying that she broke up with a man. She broke up with the last dude because he was passive. And when they got the intimacy box from the experts, she said she likes a guy who's a little bit more aggressive. So that's unfortunate because that could be misconstrued. And clearly it has been. I don't think it was. They didn't find him attractive, but found his attitude foul. I could agree with that. Whoo, Chile, the ghetto. It really is. I'm Nigerian and there's no way I'd let Ola talk to me like that, questioning my womanhood. Imagine my own mother would come and slap me for letting him get away with saying that stuff to me. Oh, On the after show, they pissed me off saying that God made Katina just for him and nobody deserves what he's doing, which is verbal abuse. Good night, Hyacinth. And I was like, what? Queen is on? I have to say hi. Oh, thank you. And what Lindsey said, I wish Jasmina didn't try to like shut her down. Because Lindsey was saying, I hear that you're commending Katina on being a strong woman. However, being a strong woman does not mean you need to be put through the gauntlet. And Jasmina's like, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Okay, it's not what you said, but it's almost the implication, you know? And even in the most recent after party, she's excusing Ola's behavior because he comes back and apologizes. Imagine somebody spits in your face and says sorry. I don't give a damn about your apology. You just spit in my face. You can't take that back. So, yeah. And as much as people don't like Lindsey, sometimes she does make a point. And when she said that, I was like, Jasmina, that was your moment to co-sign, not to attack. That was your moment to co-sign because Lindsey was absolutely right. Just because Jasmina's able to take it doesn't mean she should have to. That is all. You just saw the news about Aisha and Thing. Shout, are we shocked? I still believe that connection came out of nowhere. I think he was grasping for connections. But anyways, this is not a ready to love chat. This is Married at First Sight. Yeah, remember Matt? No family member of his on the show whatsoever. His house wasn't even his house. Was Matt the ball player? I don't remember. Yeah, we can get it to 100 likes. I think we could do that. That's achievable. Come on, y'all. 94 of y'all. We can make it work. I'm black. But I think like Swiss people, I'm around white people 90%, 95% of the time. You know what? I'm glad you have that introspection. I am glad you have that introspection. Even for me, I am African. Put me in Zimbabwe for probably like 2 months. At some point, I'm like, okay, now, all right, take me home. I've had enough. This is enough. I'm okay. What happened with Aisha and Dante? Basically, she called him out for being an actor, a liar, a fraud. He bamboozled her. Yeah, sad. Women who only pay attention to words and not and not the what, sunny days. Hell. Oh, I don't know what you meant to say. Oh, you actually meant hell. Okay. The hell that men actually put them through. Yeah, it's frustrating to watch. Because it does not matter how much this person wants to sugarcoat things. You are seeing, witnessing, feeling mistreatment. Leave. You would never let a doctor mistreat you. You feel it. You feel the pain. And he's talking about, you good? And you're like, oh, you right, I'm good. It would never happen. Why you let your partner do that? Come on, Katina. You weak in the knees, baby. I'm gonna need you to stand up. Ola would have got slapped at the table for talking to me like that, embarrassing me. Ooh. So let's talk about the table situation, okay? I need a sip again. I know Romance Review TV. Yo, she is like, the phone thing was fake. And I'm kind of starting to believe it because the phone that he checked in the party bus or the shuttle, whatever, and the phone that Katina brought up back at the apartment, 2 different phones. Let's start there. But not only did this man conjure up a plan to embarrass Katina in front of company by saying, I got dirt on you that makes me question this whole marriage, you know? I want to bring it up, but I'm going to choose not to because it's only going to make you look bad. And I'm inadvertently still making you look bad by bringing it up in the first place. Okay? On top of all of that, if you watch the after party, Michael knew. Michael knew. So now as a partner, this is where I'm really going to cut your balls off, because what you're not going to do is make it seem like I'm going behind your back. I'm doing this and that. I'm a horrible wife. I'm a horrible woman. I'm cheating on you. I'm doing this and that and the third. But here's a moment where you can come pull me aside and say, hey, babe, before we go into this situation, I saw something on your phone that's making me kind of feel uneasy. Do you want to address it before we walk into here? No, he doesn't do that. He goes and he talks to another husband about the situation. Let's come for your manhood. That's not manly. That's not what a man does. A man doesn't go and gossip with other people when he could bring something to his wife. It was pertaining to your wife. What would be the benefit of telling Michael before you tell your wife? And I'm using wife a lot because he feels like if he uses it enough, she's just going to fall in line. How about you be a husband and have a conversation with her? And for you to completely blindside her, do you want me to bring it up right now? Bring up what? What are you on? What are you going on about? Hey, Lola Lucky. Yeah, I know. Decided to go live kind of, sort of ish late. Sorry, I don't want to be cussing in your comments. It's okay. Hell is not a cuss. You good. You good. Plus, I got a sailor's mouth, so you fine. Trust me. I don't know which has a worse track record for long-term matches. MAFS are ready to I'm genuinely struggling. I'm leaning towards saying ready to love only because it seems to be like abysmal. Season after season after season, there was like nothing. At least with Married at First Sight, even from the preliminary seasons, there are people who are still together to this day. Whereas Married at First Sight, that's not, I was talking about Married at First Sight. Whereas Ready to Love, that's not the case. But also, they have less than half of the seasons under their belt. So it's kind of hard to compare them right now. And also the stakes are higher in Married at First Sight. So I think that's why the rate of success is higher, because going through a divorce, whether it was for 3 days or 3 years, is still a process. And a lot of people don't want to do that. So yeah. Cuss away. YouTube might hold your comment, but cuss away. Unless you're talking to me. I'm not going to cuss away. Unless it slips, which is quite often. Are we only going by couple? Because we can talk about Noy and Steve. Oh, it's because we talked about Noy and Steve at the beginning. Steve is the only man with decent EQ, 1000%. His emotional quotient is off the charts. But he don't want to work. Noy's flighty as hell, yet has serious rigidity. This is very, very true. Very, very true. Yeah. Yeah, I agree completely. Pastor Cal is not always my favorite, but he serves as a safe confidant for the men, especially the black men. Pastor Cal needs to ring up O, help him understand that leading a household is not with spite. I like that. I like that. He definitely needs to hear constructive criticism from somebody he respects. And if we're comparing his conversation with Dr. Viviana and our Pastor Cal, it was night and day. Night and day. Everything Dr. Viviana was saying, he had a rebuttal. Pastor Cal, I hear, okay. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. So when Dr. Viviana was saying the same stuff, why all of a sudden we're not gonna go there. The point is, he definitely doesn't need somebody that he sees as someone he respects to come with some knowledge that he can probably digest. Okay. It was straight setup. That was so gross to watch. And could you imagine your husband going into a room full of people, cast and crew, with the intention to embarrass you? I promise you, we are never coming back from that. We are never, ever coming back from that. I'm going to play nice until the end of the season because I'm not trying to get fined. But as soon as they wrap me, you're blocked. Excuse me. You are blocked. Oh. No, guys, really deep that he walked in with the intention of embarrassing her. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. MAFS track record is pretty decent when you truly look at it. Yeah, it's honestly not too bad. It's not too bad. It's just the latter seasons have just been, but the show as a whole hasn't been doing too bad. That is not my ADHD issue. That's an evil spirit, mean heart. Yeah. He was shocked because she wasn't talking to nobody on the dating app, but we all know that if it was him, he would be talking to girls, bare girls, hella girls, okay? I feel like some seasons have 1 to 2 couples from each of them still married, which isn't too bad, honestly, which is not too bad. And if you look at it too, with Ready to Love, there's so many more people. There's so many more people, and you actually get to choose who you want to end up with. So maybe we can compare the two. Yeah, no, Ready to Love's track record is definitely worse than Married at First Sight. Steve is a freelancer. He works. Well, she needs to see it. She wants to see that guap. She wants to see that money, that dinero. Where am I? Steve is not some broke kid. He probably invests too. This is true. Listen, we agree. I even agree that Steve is fine. Steve just needs to articulate what his situation looks like to his wife so that she quits tripping. And like I said, once y'all get off the show, just be an influencer, babe. Be an influencer. Get that Instagram money, that YouTube check. Reminds me of Johnny ripping the roses. What reminds you? What happened? Oh, the setup. Ola's setup reminds you of Johnny ripping the roses. They're so dramatic, these men. God forbid. Very disgusting. Husband is supposed to protect his wife. And so let's have this conversation. Ola is so stuck on projecting his vision of wifedom on Katina. Yeah, that's not a word. We're going with it. What is husbandhood? Husbandom, husbandhood. I like husbandhood. What is husbandhood? Because so far, if you ask me, you have not been executing it. Not well. You come for her as a woman. You demean her. You reduce her to the responsibilities of a maid. You embarrass her in public. You gaslight her. You constantly want to test her as if she's in grade school. The list goes on. Where is your call to husbandhood? What does a husband look like to you? I really want Ola to explain to us what a husband looks like to him. And then I want him to retrace his steps throughout the season and tell us where he adequately executed being a husband. Piss me off, man. Johnny would always say, there's so much I want to say, but I don't. But I won't. Babe, but now you made the whole night uncomfortable. I'm sure Johnny O would kick it after this. No, for real. For new word alert, wifedom. Yes, wifedom. I don't like people who say, oh, I could blow you up right now, but I'm not going to say it. Say it. You're not going to say it because you know there's no merit behind what you're saying. You know it holds no weight whatsoever. And you know that if I had the opportunity to release the clip on you, you would be the casualty in this situation. Don't do me. Oh. Reminder, he said, you have a great man in front of you. This man was listing all his accolades. I've paid off my student loans. I own a home. Okay, marry Steve then. Steve don't want to go to work. Steve just wants to cook and clean. All you want is somebody who cooks and cleans. You not having sex anyways. Marry Steve. Don't piss me off. Oh. Not the water trying to take me out. Don't take me out. Mercy. That's it. I don't want to be too fired up for y'all. I'm sorry. I'm really here checking my emails while I'm supposed to be talking to y'all. That's so wrong of me. Let me put my phone down. Okay, let me put my phone down for real. Steve deserves better than Ola. Brown so-called, they say it. If you could choose to match with any of them, don't do this. Oh, in history. Okay. Who would I pick? Who would I pick? Honestly, it would have to be like a mesh of people. So aesthetically, actually, no, it's okay. Miles. I think I would marry Miles. Yeah, Miles. I'd marry Miles. Steve don't even want to cook and clean. He doesn't want to do it, but he does it. And all he wants is the acknowledgement. So there, Ola is going to acknowledge the fact that he does that. Ladies, if a man ever does what Johnny and Ola do, call their bluff every time. They ain't squeaky clean either. Go ahead and light it up. I normally don't cape for toxic behavior, but in this case, light it up, child. Light it up. But yeah, if I was to marry anybody, I would pick Miles. And the reason is I liked that he was aware of his mental state, was active in like mental health initiatives. This is both on and off the show, because on the show they kind of made it seem like he was a schlub. He is attractive, in my opinion. He was patient with Karen. Oh, good God. Whew. Yeah. When I would watch their vlogs after the show, the way that he would just like care for her, he was like a protector of Karen. And just watching Karen like melt in his arms, I was like, yes, I love it. Yeah. I love it. Child, not Kyle. The only thing about Kyle, actually, no, not Kyle at all. There's nothing about Kyle that I would marry, to be honest. He's atheist. He's short. Not to say that I can't fall in love with a short person. I probably could. I have. Well, Ooh, y'all, I had a short king stage. Your girl was down bad. I was down bad, let me tell you. Hey, we're 10 away from 100 likes. I feel like we can accomplish that. You go, guys. I believe in you. I wrote an algorithm to predict who will say yes on decision day. Okay, I would like to hear it. It says that Katina and Olajuwon, Mark and Lindsey will say yes. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to your predictions because we're gonna go live again at the reunion. We're gonna go live again on decision day and the reunion. Oh, no, are they gonna try to drag out the reunion? You know, we might just do only one live because I don't think I can do it. Yeah. I don't think I could do it. Ola, Chris, Matt, or Michael the liar? You want me to pick? You are vile. Ola, the misogynist. Chris, the narcissist. Matt, the cheater. And Michael, the liar. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Okay, let me do a process of elimination, okay? It can never be Michael. He's too corny for me. Okay, but ooh, the rest is just mercy. Matt. God forbid a white man cheat on me. How dare you? No. 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 Who else you got there? Ola and Chris. I might have to say Ola. Oh, God forbid. Here's why I say Olajuwon. He knows he could never say that BS that he's been saying to Katina. No, never. I don't care if the cameras are here. I don't care if they're off. I don't care if we're at the family reunion. I don't care if we're at a funeral. You're never going to talk to me that way. Never. But also, there's a side of him that is open to constructive criticism. It's a small side, but it's a side. Okay? One side of the hexagon of him. He wants somebody who cooks and clean. Okay, I suck at cleaning, but I cook. You will be fed. Yeah, I guess it's gonna have to be Ola. Oh, God forbid. Ooh, you put me in a compromising spot. You said Matt? Matt was a crack. Was he really? Was he actually a crackhead, or are you making that up? Ola, because he's all talk. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he can only get away with this because of the woman that he has. If he had somebody who was more strong-willed, I highly doubt he'd be saying half of the things that he said to Katina. I highly doubt it. What about Stephen Noy? Oh, yeah, I do think, yeah. I think they'll make it, yeah, if he finds some funds and if she grows up. Matt, at least with him, you can teach him to brush his teeth, and even better, he's gone most of the year anyway. Wait, who's not brushing their teeth? Wait. For starters, who's not brushing their teeth? But secondly, you are right. He is gone most of the time. He got arrested? Wait, no. Not y'all dropping tea and I'm out of the loop. Matt MAFS arrested. Oh, he was arrested for vandalism. That's light. It was vandalism. It's okay. Well, it's not okay, but it's not like crackhead. Unless he was on crack while vandalizing. He had a substance abuse problem. Damn, that's unfortunate. My heart really breaks when people do struggle with substances for real. Man, you find that toxic coping mechanism and it will take your life, potentially. Who is Matt? Matt was from seasons back. He was a basketball player, an international basketball player, very tall white man. And he was paired with a girl who was a twin. But during the season, I think it was during the season, she found out that he was cheating on her. He got charged with breaking in too? Oh my gosh, this man is doing everything. LMAO, his ex said that he never brushed his teeth. Who's this? Who never brushed his teeth? Which does not make sense to me since you're always kissing him. Oh. I'm very mad at you for putting a picture in my mind because all I could think. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Nope, my stomach can't take it. My stomach can't take it. Amber had no backbone either. You're right, D'Souza. You're right. Oof. Anyways, what time is it? Oh, there was still water in there. All right, I'll get off at 10 o'clock. We got 15 more minutes together. Y'all better get all your thoughts out. You can talk about anybody or anything. Oh, yes, I thought so. He was a crystal meth guy, I thought. Damn. I guess y'all got all the tea. How do y'all be knowing these things? I don't know none of these things. Oh my goodness sakes. Oh man. But yeah, Olajuwon, if he doesn't turn it around, he's easily going down as one of the worst husbands on Married at First Sight. I just don't, at this point, I cannot find a redeeming quality strong enough to overlook how he's been acting so far. I can't find it. Cannot find it. Not me looking a hot mess. Ugh. I'm gonna wear my bonnet tomorrow and I know it's gonna piss off the blacks, but do I care? Nope. What is your favorite MAFS? US, UK, or Australia? If you would have asked me some seasons ago, I would have said US. But the reason why I like UK and Australia is because cinematically it looks so much better. I like the structure of the dinner parties and the commitment ceremonies. I like that the experts release the clip every single time. And also, I kind of like that their marriages aren't legal because I don't play about marriage like that. I don't play about marriage. So now if I was to pick between the two of them, I would pick UK simply because there's more diversity on the UK version. US is very whitewashed. So, I mean, Australia is very whitewashed. And sometimes it's irritating to watch, but also I'd rather... So I know at the beginning of this season, a lot of people were like, Elaine, why are you reviewing this? It's so whitewashed. There's not a lot of like diversity. I would rather not watch diversity on screen if they're not going to portray us in the way that we deserve. So what I hate more than not seeing a lot of diversity is seeing diversity and those people being mistreated. So yeah, that's my thought. Not you bringing up Demetrius. What does Demetrius got to do with this? Oh my gosh. Um, yeah, Ola's the most harmless. He just needs a good cussing out. That's it. A 1-2 tongue lashing will get him straightened out. Mm-hmm. MAFS, Denmark, and UK. I haven't seen Denmark. Olajuwon is a good guy, but too demanding on Katina. He's killing her with love. He's killing her love. Woo. He's killing her love. Yeah, I'm lost. It's only 5 weeks, Tootie. It is. It has only been 5 weeks. Yeah. Your favorite is Australia, D'Souza, really? I would have thought that, with the way a lot of people complain about Married at First Sight Australia being so contrived, that more people wouldn't like it. But they claim to be coming up with the drama, and when they bring it up, they execute. So I guess it's a fun watch. We got 10 more minutes. We are 3 likes away from 100. I feel like y'all could do it. Not even I feel like. I know y'all can. I know you can. I believe in you. Little engine that could. Little old you. I would go on Married at First Sight Australia or UK, but they aren't legally. Oh, because they aren't legally married. But the downside is that we are not legally married. So I cannot have sex with my partner. Or share a bed. Listen, man. Get your back broke. Get your back broke. It's fine. You're married. Sort of, kind of. Maybe not really. Going back to Matt, he couldn't concentrate. Gave up his good teacher wife and basketball career. Yeah. He really had. You did it. 100. Look at you. Little engine that did. Little engine that did. I believe in you. Yeah, there's a lot of guys in the past too, like even with Keith and the Virgin, I forget her name. I want to say Destiny, and I know that is not her name at all. I think he missed out on a good woman. I think Matt missed out on a good woman. I think the one girl back in the day with the big guy, the girl who was a liar, pathological liar, she missed out on a good man. And now he's married, so well, that's gone. There was one more that I wanted to say. Michael the liar, missed out on a good woman too. If you had to choose one husband from this season to marry, yeah, I would have to be Steve, like D'Souza. Iris, thank you. That is her name. Yeah. From this season, it would probably be Steve. Listen, babe, let's be influencers together. Because let me tell you who never plans on clocking in ever again. This girl. It's not in my sights. Nope. I don't want it. I do not want it. Chris, he's a lovely guy. Old, stupid, bipolar Alyssa really screwed herself. Yeah, I'm kind of iffy on calling him a good guy. I feel like there's more to the story, but because Alyssa was the blatant villain of the season, it was easy to bypass Chris's pitfalls. I still watch season 6 over and over again. Can't get enough. Married at First Sight Australia. Maybe I should watch it. I know I tune in more to UK than I do Australia. I just did Australia because so many people suggested it this season. And man, the subscribers have been going up. I said, wow, okay, Australia really be vibing with me. Okay, I like that. Katie's husband was so cute and adorable. I forgot his name. Yeah. Are you talking about the big guy? I liked him. Keith really missed out, all because he couldn't wait 8 weeks. It's such a crazy situation for me. You're telling me 2 months without sex was just unbearable for you. And even the way the mom was like, she's a virgin. Okay. She's not a prude. What? She could have been a prude. I don't know. I don't know her life like that. But, sir, you could have waited 8 weeks. And it's not like she's a virgin out of like, you know, she was absolutely trying to stay pure and untouched and all this stuff. She was waiting for marriage. You're married now. She just wanted to see, are you going to be in this for the long haul? And clearly she was right to keep it. She was right to keep her virginity. No, I'm talking about the evil Katie who was still in love with her ex. Who was that? Jog my memory. Who was that? Damn, only 4 more minutes. Wow. This was great. I love talking to you guys. I do. Let me look up Katie. MAFS. Katie. And Derek? No. These two are together. Aren't they together? Oh, no, I don't think they're together. She married her ex. Ooh. Damn. Yes. Wow, you guys really have such good memory. Wow. Even the other couple this season. The black couple. I thought they had so much potential, but the guy was just whatless. Not Deanna and Greg. I mean, not Deanna and Greg. Not Michael and the other girl, but the other black couple. How unfortunate. Well, all right, y'all. They had a huge falling out at the reunion. Yeah, they're slipping my memory, but I think I'm with you guys. Kristen. On that note, it's time to go. It's time to go. Oh my gosh. On that note, it is time to go. I can't believe you. Oh my days. Oh my days. Let me look up Taylor and Brandon real quick. I think you're right. Something about Brandon was always off to me. Yeah. All right, y'all. This has been great. For those who tune into everything, tomorrow I might do an introduction video for X on the Beach. Obviously, we're going live for Ready to Love. Married at First Sight Australia on Sunday and Monday. Yeah, that's all. Taylor and Brandon got arrested. Again, how do y'all be knowing this stuff? Wow. Brandon Reed and Taylor Dunklin's marriage blew up in flames on Lifetime's Married at First Sight Season 10. After breaking up for good on Decision Day, they even both got arrested after Taylor's visit to a bar with a new boyfriend allegedly turned physical. Shoot. That was unfortunate. All right, y'all. Y'all really be knowing. All right, y'all. I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye.